wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Nafisa. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing, Sister Raisa?
Alhamdulillah, can't complain, shukr.
That's good. Having a good Ramadan. It's almost over, as we know.
Yeah, it came and it went, but
That's
alhamdulillah.
so true. Now we need to talk about your sister Taskeen. She's, I think, one of the most adorable, mashallah, should we say, little 3-year-olds that actually she really got us all ticking here in the studio when we seen her video. Let's talk about her video. I mean, she's only 3 years of age, but the things that she could say and the nasheed she could sing, it really, I think it was very heartwarming, especially through a difficult time like now with lockdown happening.
So it's actually a funny story. I didn't actually prep her to sing the Nizam. That came from herself. So that was actually quite interesting that she just started singing and she just wanted to sing a nasheed, which is her favorite nasheed by Aisha Abdul Basit. And it's always on repeat on YouTube. She's always listening to it and she literally walks around the house singing it throughout the day. So that's actually been quite interesting for us at home, to be honest. But basically, why I decided to actually do a video of Taskeen saying a speech, not only because she can memorize really quickly, but I felt that it was important to be able to encourage her to learn something. So with this lockdown, being at home, not interacting with kids at home, I felt like this would be actually a bonding session with her, which actually it was, because it was such a hassle to get her. I had to bribe her with sweets and say, Daddy's going to buy you something. So
I
it
agree
was
with you
actually
because the thing is, this is what I was talking about last week. We've actually used this competition, like you say, to get people, because everybody's so thinking about this lockdown and the situation they're in and how difficult it is. So we wanted to get people's minds off it and get them to get creative so that it can get them going in another way. And I think it's worked because looking at Justini's video, I think she got all of us smiling, really honestly.
Alhamdulillah. That's so good. As long as you could put a smile on somebody's face, that's all we want. You know what I mean? Especially during this difficult time.
Yeah. What has it meant for you looking at your 3-year-old sister being able to, I think she has some talent we need to tap into at some point.
Definitely. We're actually so amazed by how easy she can memorize things as well. And also her confidence. It was difficult to get her. I had to like drive her and stuff, but that actual standing there in front of the phone and saying a speech. Okay, I had to help her a few times throughout the speech. She's 3 years old. It's difficult to memorize a speech in like, I literally only agreed to do it yesterday. I saw the post yesterday. So it was like I was pressed for time to do it, but she memorized it so well, and Alhamdulillah. So as a sister, I know there's lots that she's going to be accomplishing in life. And she puts us all in our back pocket, to be honest. She's the younger sibling.
I think she's learning it all from you because they always say it gets passed on from the elder.
That's true.
So how have you been motivating? She's 3 years old, but she has this confidence level of a 3-year-old is unbelievable.
It's actually shocking. We don't actually know where it came from. So she's the youngest at home. I'm 21. She's 3 years old, which is actually a very big age gap. But I think spending time with the elders at home, like you said, Nafisa, that the more she's around people that are almost older than her. So she's actually she's grasping a lot more than what a child at home who doesn't have older siblings. She sees the way we interact with people. She sees how my Zoom meeting, she sees how I'm interacting with others. So she's observing and listening. That is why it's so important that as a 3-year-old, your environment actually makes you has an influence of how you're going to be later on in life. And it starts off now as a 3-year-old. It's not when you're 15 or 16, it starts now.
That is so true. That is so true. What have you been doing at home during this time to get creative? Because everybody's been so busy with this lockdown and it's been so difficult. People have been struggling on. How has it been for you?
So basically, I'm still studying at university. I'm doing my honors in industrial psychology. So I've been very busy in terms of meeting, scheduling sessions with my lecturers and whatever. So I've been, most of my time has been in terms of studying and whatever. But to the flip side of it, it's Ramadan. So I've actually been more spiritually uplifted during this time. And because we're all at home and Taskeen's not going to school, she's been around us and interacting with us. And, she'd run to us and say, please play with me hide and seek. And, you just have to, as a child's asking you to play with her, you just have to do it. So I think this family interaction at home also has busied most of our time.
And I think it's been also that's the positive of it. And when I keep telling people it's a time to actually reconnect with the family, because like you say, you're busy at university, your mom and dad are busy, Taskeen's busy with her own little thing, and it gives you time to actually reconnect. And I think you've reconnected with your sister in a very different way now, especially through the video.
Yeah, definitely. I can agree with you 100% on that. And not only through the video. I mean, during the day, she'd come to you, she'd ask, can you help me with this? Can you please play with me hide and seek? And, you're just giving her your time. And that's what kids want. They want you to give your time to them. And they don't want you to buy, they don't want to be bought things. They just want you to play with them and just be with them. And that's exactly what we've been doing. So
and I think about that bonding, because a lot of the times, like I said, families are so busy in their routines. So it's now given you that bonding time. I think the two of you, the two sisters, have bonded more than ever before.
She does get on my nerves at times, but at the end of the day, she's a 3-year-old.
Well, she's 3 years old.
She's 3 years old, exactly.
They keep you busy. And it's nice to see that little sister relationship going. What message do you have for our listeners?
So just as a quick message, Eid Mubarak, since Eid is amongst us. Eid Mubarak to one and all who are listening. I know that Eid has actually brought us the fact that we're not going to be celebrating it with our families. It's brought about a different experience. And with the moon that hangs over us, we just should be able to understand that Eid should be celebrated. So have a little lunch at home with your family. Try as much as you can to, be with your family. That's all we want, to just be with your family and interact with your family. And I mean, we need to, at the same time, we need to make shukr for what we have. We have a roof over our head. We have food that goes onto the table every day. We have a loving family. Others don't. So we need to make shukr for what we have and say Alhamdulillah, which is so important. So to the listeners out there, Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. And from the Ayob family, and Eid Mubarak from my home to yours. And your auntie sister, Lisa, Eid Mubarak to you and your family.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You're definitely an inspirational young lady, and I can see it's following through in your little sister. So we wish you nothing but the greatest of strength through this difficult period. Nothing more than success with what you're doing. And we also wish you and your family a wonderful Eid going forward. But give your sister a big blow-away kiss, since we are having social distancing, and tell her she's really made us proud. So from myself and the Salam Media team, we wish you a lovely Eid Mubarak. And we'll chat to you hopefully tomorrow, where we choose all our final winners. But your sister's definitely one of them. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Raisa Ayob speaking on behalf of her 3-year-old sister Taskeen, who's absolutely amazing. And if you have to see that video, it's definitely going to get you going in another way. Little talented 3-year-old giving us a nice Eid message with a little nasheed to close it off. And I want to leave you with my closing monologue today. It says, "It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it." And this was said by Nelson Mandela. Definitely very inspirational words. It's all about us through this difficult period, creating a better time for each other with, of course, support networks, networking with each other, creating that support structure with each other, making each other feel positive, and knowing that we can keep the hope and the faith going. From myself and the Salam Media team, we wish you nothing but a lovely evening with iftar, and we will definitely be seeing you tomorrow. Do join us tomorrow. You have to. We have a bumper Eid special going on tomorrow afternoon, where we're going to entice you to have a very different version of a prophetic Eid, should we say. So we're going to teach you how to have a prophetic Eid brunch with some healthy desserts and a lot more going on. So do join us tomorrow between 2 and 4 for a bumper special. That's our Eid special tomorrow afternoon between 2 and 4. And I will be in studio with my one of my colleagues, Sister Miriam, who was doing the Monday and Tuesday slot. And of course, our two producers, Zakia and Mohammed. So from myself and the team, have a lovely one. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All over the world, under the big blue sky, Muslims unite to worship Allah. It's a time of brotherhood, a time of peace. Muslims are singing praises to Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allah.